Hey guys, it's Dynamite, and I just finished watching The Office, so today we're going to rank those popular Office characters into a tier list. Let's get right into it. First off, we got Creed, and I'm going to put Creed in Immaculate. Honestly, he has a lot of one-liners. He's not a super popular character. I take that back. He's not a super, relevant character that comes up a lot. He's super popular, and that's for good reason. Definitely going to go in Immaculate. I'm going to put Holly in Great. I really like her. She, matches Michael's energy, if that makes sense. Kind of sounds weird, but whatever. But she did take Michael away from the show, so I'm going to put her in Good. I mean, seriously, you take Michael away from the show, you're not going to go in Great. I'm sorry. And then we have Dwight. Dwight's going to go in Immaculate. He's got to be the second best character in The Office. I think number one's pretty obvious, but Dwight's a great character. I'm not going to even get into it. It's just Dwight Schrute. Next up, I'm going to put Phyllis in Meh, and honestly, she's crazy. She's close to, disgrace to television. She's just not a very good coworker. She's rude to Pam. Calls Pam, says she looks like a trout, is one thing. There's a lot of things Phyllis does that really rubs me the wrong way, and honestly, for good reason. She's just, I don't like that lady. Charles is a disgrace to television. He's the worst. I hate him. So, moving on. Then we have Daryl. I'm going to put Daryl in Good, too. I would put him in Great. He's kind of a boring character. I guess he doesn't have, much to him. But, he's still a great character. He's definitely better than Meh. I feel like there's a big fall-off after Good, right, to Meh. But we're not going to change it now. Daryl's going to go in Good. Then we have Erin. I'm going to put Erin in Meh. I know, some people like her. Some people don't, but she's, it's just got to be, the stupid character of the show. Every show has to have a stupid character. Just not funny at all. When I think of Erin, I think of the one's green screen scene, and that's, a terrible scene, terrible green screen. Anyway, Erin, I'm gonna put in Meh, but honestly, if there was a tier below Meh in between Disgrace to Television, she'd definitely be in that tier. I don't like Erin that much. Next up, we have Michael Scott. Michael Scott's obviously gonna go to Immaculate. He's the best character of The Office. He's the boss. Michael Scott, at first, everybody hates him, but then, his character kind of, develops, and everybody loves him. It's just Michael Scott. You gotta love him. I have a Funko Pop of him in my room. He's an absolute beast. Then we have Karen. I'm gonna put Karen in Good. She's a really cool character. I think she kind of got the cold shoulder of, the writers kind of gave her the cold shoulder. I feel like she could have been in the show a little longer, and she could have been a more main character. But I still think she's really good. I'm going to put her in Good. Gabe's going to go in Disgrace to Television. I know it's his character, but he just creeps me out. I don't like that guy. And I'm not going to get into it because he gives me the heebie-jeebies. Even just looking at him, it's just, his entire character is just gross, almost. He's just, ugh. Then we have Robert California. I'm gonna put him, I don't know, I feel like some episodes he's in are good, some scenes he has are good, and some are just you know what, no, I'm gonna put him in Meh. They just wanted him on the show. There's not really a reason for him to be on the show, it feels like. I don't know. Meh. Good enough to justify everything. Next up we have Kelly. I'm gonna put Kelly in Great. Very sassy, really good Ryan storyline there. At first she's pretty normal, and as soon as she meets Ryan, falls off a cliff. It's pretty good storyline. I like Kelly. Put her in Great. Then we have Kevin, and Kevin starts to become less human throughout the show. I don't know if this is something other people have noticed, but at first he's just a dumb guy, and at the end of the show he's basically not even human. But I still think he's a good character. I really felt bad from that chili scene, so for that reason, I think he even gets a few extra points. I'm gonna put him in Good. Then we have Joe. Joe is good, Robert California, so I'm gonna put her in Good. I don't really like the storyline very much, but she's a really good actress, and that's just a good character. Meredith's also gonna go in Good. Not much to her. Kind of like Daryl. You can't put her above Good. But also, I don't feel like she deserves being Meh. Definitely not Disgrace to Television, so Good is good for Meredith. Next you have Ryan, and talk about, Michael Scott's character developing. What about Ryan? I don't know if he develops. He just he goes, he starts here, and he goes up, and he goes down, he goes up, he goes down. He's kind of a disaster. But also, that's kind of, his thing. He's with Kelly. He has to be a complete disaster. I'm gonna put him in Good, but, sometimes he's great, sometimes terrible character. I can't explain it, but I'm gonna put Good for Ryan. Andy, I know some people hate him, some people love him, and for me, I'm definitely, I hate him. I can't stand the guy. He sings, he hums, he's just annoying. He is annoying. And then at the very end, he just leaves for a couple months. I don't know how long it is, but he just leaves, on a boat or something. I don't disgrace the television. Andy, he's just horrible. Then we have Oscar. I'm gonna put Oscar in Good. Yeah, that's just one of those characters that I guess doesn't really move the plot, but I don't know. Good character to have in the show. Then we have Toby. I'm gonna put Toby in Meh. And I'm not gonna justify this at all because it's my tier, let's deal with it. But Toby is Meh. Toby Flinderson is Meh. It just makes sense. Roy's he's not a disgrace to television because the character's not bad, but he's just not a good guy. For lack of a better word, he's kind of a Anyway, let's just put him in Meh and move on. Then we have Pam. I'm gonna put Pam in Great. I've seen this theory that she's the main character of the show. She starts out as a not very developed character, and then as soon as her character reaches full development, if that makes sense, the show ends. I don't know. Pam's a great character. I'm gonna put her in Great. Jan is an immaculate character. Absolute disaster with Michael Scott. Dinner Party creates for one of the best television shows in history, but it's also the worst television show. I can't explain it, but Jim. Yeah, it's not Jim. Jan's character is immaculate. Angela, Meh. Here's the problem I have is they try to at the end of the show they kind of try to act oh yeah, we like Angela, but she never, to me, she never got good. Does that make sense? She's kind of bad, and then all of a sudden the writers just expect us to like her, but I didn't, so I don't know if that's just me, but I'm gonna put her in meh. Next up, I'm gonna put Stanley in good. He's not a character you can really put in great, but, you know, he's always doing crosswords. I like crossword puzzles, and of course, Stanley's favorite day is pretzel day, and I don't know. To me, there's nothing better than a soft pretzel. It's like my favorite food to eat. Not really a meal, but like, I'll make it work. It's really good. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put Stanley in good, but his palette with the soft pretzel thing is great. That's for sure. Next up, we got Packer. We're gonna put him in meh. We're not gonna get into it at all, but watch the show for yourself, I guess. We're just gonna put him in meh. Then we have Jim. I'm gonna put Jim in great too. He's like a main character. Him, Michael Scott, Pam, and Dwight. I guess those are the 4 main characters. So he's gonna go in great. He's kind of like Pam. Oh, I saved. What's his name in the show? What's his name? D'Angelo. I saved him for last because he's Will Ferrell, and I'm gonna create a new tier. I haven't done this in a hottie, but we're gonna do it. Add a row below. I would put D'Angelo in any Will Ferrell character ever. I can't even spit that out. It's just such a horrible atrocity of a tier name. But it's all right. Any Will Ferrell tier, yeah. Any Will Filler. Why can't I say his name? Wow, that's bad. We're gonna put Will Ferrell in any Will Ferrell. Okay. We're gonna regroup here. We're gonna put Will Ferrell or D'Angelo in the Will Ferrell tier. All right, we spit that one out. My reasoning, I don't know. Will Ferrell's a terrible actor. I'm sorry. I know Will Ferrell's not watching this. I think I've gone down this rabbit hole before with Elf. Will Ferrell's not watching my YouTube videos, but if he is, I'm sorry. You're just not a good actor. Maybe choose a different career. That's kind of harsh, but boy, that's just a bad character. Any character he plays is just bad. I'm sorry. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what other tier lists you guys would like to see.